And my name's Bruce Bush, and I'm on the board of Mel Trotter Ministries. Very honored to be so. I've been on the board of Mel Trotter Ministries for just over 20 years. My father introduced me to someone who was the CEO at that time, and he invited me, thought that I could be a good fit on the board as a Christian, as a younger man wanting to lead in my community and just try to help out. I really didn't know that much about Mel Trotter. But I just thought, what a great thing to help homeless people, and with a Christian mission background, I liked it. So, personally, I just think it's helped me broaden my horizons as to you can get caught up in your little life and not really realize what people are going through. It's really caused me, I always like to say, you put a pole in the ground anywhere, draw a circle a mile around, and you will find all kinds of people that need help in some form or fashion. So I just really like the idea that what Mel Trotter does for the homeless in this area, and really to help improve the whole city. It's so nice to, yes, take care of the homeless, but also to know that we're taking care of the city, because if those 600 some people we can take care of a night, we're out on the street. Grand Rapids is a cool city, but what if those people were sleeping in the entryway to your favorite restaurant when you want to go out for a night, or this, you know what I mean? It's just, Grand Rapids is a cool city because it works as a community, and the homeless are taken care of by agencies like Mel Trotter and some other good ones downtown here. So I guess the thing the most of being on the board, you get to see a lot of insight as to how we function. We're celebrating 125 years. If it wasn't for the giving of, get emotional, certain people in this community, had they not given, we wouldn't be seeing 125 years. We needed, because again, we're working on now on income sources that we can create through Mel Trotter, but we need it's what people were able to give us in the hearts of all the individual givers, and then there's some big donors in the area that have been very, very helpful, or we wouldn't be celebrating 125 years. We're so thankful for everyone. I mean, from the people that can give $20 a month to the people that give the bigger amounts. It's all so important. So Mel Trotter has literally, you have to help the homeless. You can get the violins of, that's an emotional thing. Yes, we have to do that. But what's really been important is the growth, and the Mel Trotter has, we had a gentleman here that represents some large homeless shelter thing for the country, and he's always said, like 300 some people, homeless missions they represent, he's always placed Mel Trotter in the top 5 because innovative and things, because the word we're trying to get out to the community right now, so they understand we're not just a homeless mission. First, we do prevention. Let's keep people out of homelessness. Sometimes just a couple $1,000s to help with some back rent, fix a car, do this and that, keep them from ever going into that. And there's percentages and things about how bad, if they ever go into homelessness, they might continue to fall that way. And I've heard numbers upwards of $30,000 to $40,000 a year just to take care of somebody if they get into the system of homelessness. So let's keep them out first and help them for their self-image and everything too. Then if they go into homelessness, well, yeah, let's feed them, let's shelter them, give them medical attention. But let's also, because Mel Trotter has a program that's so unique. We have a tracks program where a lot of homeless shelters do programs. So someone has to sit there in their program, and half the program doesn't even apply to them. What we do is we have a triage unit that takes an individual and says, what's going on in your life? Maybe it's drugs, maybe it's alcohol, maybe they have a job, don't have a job. We take an individual, find out where they're at, and we walk them through our tracks program to get the needs fulfilled that they have as an individual. They get individual help and somebody working with them to do that. And then there's the whole thing with our Next Step program, if they qualify to get into that, to teach them a skill so they feel good about themselves again. They can be on the market. They can be in the marketplace, because my understanding is that the business owners, once people have been through our Next Step program, they are wanting our people because they know they've been so well trained, and that's better than the people that just walk in the door. You know, they literally know that if they've been through our program, they've got a good employee potentially there. So that's really a great thing. And then, of course, getting into the idea of giving them shelter. You know, the city sometimes works. We get certain houses, fix those up. We have the first small home community in Grand Rapids, which is powerful, you know, just to be able to, again, give people some place to live and to feel it's theirs. You know, everybody needs a place, you know, to feel like this is mine, you know, and I'm putting something into this, and I think everybody feels that need, even if it's just an apartment sometimes, but it's theirs, you know, and they're keeping up the rent or whatever it is. So, and also I do want to say this too, and we've really improved in this. When people used to come into the shelter, we used to have a huge room with just bunks. It looked like a prison. And if you're not feeling dignity, I mean, these people deserve dignity. They're human beings. They're just going through something, and they just need some dignity. So we just did a renovation a few years ago. First time in 50 years, we did a renovation where they could have more private rooms and a place to store their stuff. Sometimes but can you imagine going into a room with about 100 and 200 people, and you're in these bunks, and you got to hold on to your materials and things. I'm getting into more than you probably want for this thing, but it's just we've really tried to give dignity to people. They deserve top drawer. Why not? You know, oh, they're homeless, just give them the basics. No, give them top quality, give them the best. They deserve the best, just like you deserve the best, you know. Let's give them everything we can, and we can afford to give them.